Good afternoon, everyone. It is the man, it is the myth, it is the legend, it is Beso Profondo. And welcome to class. Welcome to the show, folks. And I know I've been away for a minute, but time is money. And, I got to keep my... And, there is no free time because every day is a hustle. And you know that you got to keep yourself free as possible because you got to have free time when you're a hustler because time is money. But anyway... Today's lesson is a man that is too uppity to get it out of the mud will be his downfall is equal to a woman's beauty which can make them stuck up, only reaching the clouds instead of the stars. All right, well, anyway, first off, men, you guys got to understand that, like, in life, first off, it's kind of a timing thing of the subject I'm talking about. So basically, if you were born like in 1990, before basically any year before 2008 to 2010, this is possibly like a mentality of this new generation after that. So basically, you're probably like me if you're born like in I was born exactly on 1990. So you have like you probably from the bottom, you probably were a poor kid. You probably grew up how I did. Because I always say in every video almost that I never had Jordans growing up. And I couldn't get them till I grew up all the way and I could go out and buy them at the mall and get in my own car. But there's some people that get this stuff handed to them and it's not necessarily really a great thing because they don't really learn the value of a dollar. So basically, they're the type of kids that could go to mom and dad and ask for like $120. Or like when I was growing up, they were basically like the kids that were always at Walmart and they got anything they wanted. Like we never got video games unless they were from the pawn shop or unless they were outdated. The only one we got up close was when it came 3 days when it came out was, I'm sure everybody can relate, was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But otherwise, we always had to either go work for it or either we would have to wait until it get extremely old and nobody wants it. So, but see, as we got older, the tables turned, and I have a strong work ethic. I have a hustler's mentality. So, this is why in this type of economy I can kind of survive so well, and I'm sure others of us can and handle it. But the people that have stuff handed to them growing up, they have attitudes that they feel like they're unruly. They feel like they're elitist. It's basically like an Aries is. You know how like you have your Aries friends and they always think that they run everything. They think that they just run the show. They think that they just run the motherfucking, they're the ringleader of everything. But like in reality, they don't have a job. They not really doing anything. They just appear like a leader, but if anything, they just getting into trouble because when you're not, I'm always say it. When you're not doing anything, you're basically, if you're not working or you don't own your own business, I don't care if you won the lottery. I don't care if you won PCH or whatever. You always have to be doing something because even when you win the lottery, you could easily end up on drugs. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the problem. Like when you had too much growing up, like you're not gonna know how to get it for yourself. That's why like a lot of parents kind of know if their kids are spoiled, they kind of leave them an inheritance. They leave them a will. They leave them a pension, which isn't good because that could weaken them. Most of them that got that or got the property, the estate, they sold it by now. Like that's our age. It's like I'm talking 32 to like 35 or 36. I'll say not nothing past that. But like yeah, like so that's why you see so many like men starting not to work anymore or have jobs because they never really knew how to do it. They didn't really have to do it before 2008 and the economy was great and the housing market was all right. But like after the 2008 crash, like you have to find another way to survive. They're saying like men that haven't went to school are doing better than the men that went to school. Saying because they got experience, so they got hands-on experience. So therefore, that's why they'll probably, like the ones from the bottom like me, will most likely be the underdogs to succeed to reach the top. But like the people that's like from the top, they're basically going to, it's going to be hard for them because they're going to have to adjust to the new economy that the way the world is now. But yeah, basically, if you're a man, You have to learn how to get it out the mud, and you can't complain. You can't be unruly. You got to be a worker bee to become a boss. And as for women, we have women out here they're beautiful, but like they end up like Vivica Fox. They end up like Tracy Ellis because they get kind of full of themselves. Because you gotta understand, a woman is born with her ass kissed, so it's hard for them to know like when they're doing too much or they have too much. So like that's why the really good-looking girl, every good-looking girl you know, she appears or seems crazy, because good-looking women have their asses kissed the minute that they're born. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that. That's why it's so hard to always get them. But it ain't necessarily good for them because they could be swallowing their own poison. Because when the right guy come, like Steve Harvey's daughter, Laura Harvey or whatever, Lori Harvey, she messed up because like you seen Michael B wanted her, but she pretty much said no because she's full of herself. But come down the line when she gets past her prime, which is a woman's I think she's like 23, so she's almost there. A woman's prime is from 18 to 24, and a man's prime is 35 and up, because a lot of men don't reach 35 because, you know, we get killed and die more because we do more riskier jobs and more riskier things than women. You can always see it on YouTube, Instagram, you can see it anywhere. But yeah, and due to that, they get like stuck up and they think everything's gonna get handed to them, and that kind of affects their growth. It actually stunts their growth because they're gonna say no to every guy. When that perfect guy come, they're gonna be hurt. I mean, they're gonna be hurt later on down the line when he's married or better off, and then it's too late for them. So they're gonna probably end up like the old cat lady, or like a man at my job that's a transgender, and he got a tattoo on his leg, and he just lived with a bunch of cats. So you guys might want to think about that, because y'all, I mean, a lot of people don't before it's too late. Saying, so you know, you gotta get it. You gotta get to home base before shit hits the fan, basically on both ends. That's my conclusion. We're basically equal, but we're just running two different, men and women are running two different races. Like, you know what I'm saying? One's on a clock and one's on a ladder. And to succeed, you're gonna have to be very strong, very consistent, and you pretty much can't listen to nobody, because at the top it is very lonely, folks. Anyway, have a great day. Like and subscribe to me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Sorry about taking so long. I got like 3 different phones now because I've been going up and down. But you guys have a good day. Peace.